Hi, St. John Fishers, Father John here with your final Friday video of the half term. One of the well-intentioned but wrong criticisms some people make of the Church is they look at the various art treasures that the Vatican has, particularly those that are on display in the Vatican museums, and say, well, wouldn't it be marvellous if they sold those to feed the starving and to house the poor? Well, firstly, once the paintings are sold, what happens then? Where do you generate more money after that? But also, did you know the Vatican is legally forbidden from selling its artwork? There's an agreement called the Lateran Treaty, signed between the Vatican and the Republic of Italy in the 1920s, and it settled the dispute over where the Vatican City begins and ends, where the City of Rome begins and ends, and who runs which parts of it all. But one of the clauses in there, one of the articles, says that the Vatican is to display its artistic history, its artistic treasures, for people to have access to, because they belong to the people of the Church. They're held in trust by the Vatican, but they belong to the people of the Church. When you pay your money to visit the Vatican museums, your money pays the running cost of the Vatican, meaning that any money you can afford to give to your local church to repair the roof, pay the heating bills, fund good charitable works, local outreach to the poor, things like that. None of your money that you give locally is siphoned off to the Vatican. It's a way of keeping all the money safe. So we can give money to local charities, local churches, without fear of the Vatican siphoning any of it off. And by visiting the Vatican museums, we're paying for the running costs of the Vatican, and we get to enjoy the wonderful art history of the Church, which belongs to us as Catholics. Now, this coming Wednesday the 14th, we begin the season of Lent, 40 days preparation leading up to the great feast of Easter, the feast that makes sense of our faith. We begin with the Ash Wednesday masses, when we're marked with ashes on our forehead in the sign of a cross, to remind us that this life's temporary. We're going on to give glory to God in the next life. And so, in the words of one friend of mine from America, we should enjoy life but live for eternity. And by wearing ashes on our foreheads on Ash Wednesday, we're reminded of that need to live for eternity, to live for this life, live for the next life, not this one. We're also given the chance to do a bit of purification in Lent. There's this great tradition of giving up something for Lent for 40 days, building up to Easter. And that serves three purposes. Firstly, it's a chance to kick any bad habits we've got. Maybe we eat too many sweets or chocolate. Maybe we drink too much alcohol. Maybe we vape or smoke too much. Lent's an opportunity to really kick those bad habits, to prove that we're our own masters. We're not slaves to hunger or addiction or anything like that. No, we're our own masters, and we can say no to the bad habit. We have the chance to control ourselves and purify ourselves a bit. There's the first purpose of Lent. Second purpose, whatever money we save by not buying sweets and chocolates, not buying cigarettes, not buying alcohol, not buying vapes, we can keep aside to give to a good, holy, charitable purpose. Maybe the St. Vincent de Paul group, Aid to the Church in Need, Christian Aid, people like that. And also, we get the chance to unite whatever little suffering we go through, giving up something that we enjoy but maybe isn't that good for us. We can unite that to Jesus' sufferings. It's the whole thing of being made in the image and likeness of God. There's nothing we go through that God hasn't. And we think of those 40 days of Jesus in the desert, being hungry and thirsty and tempted by the devil to misuse his power as God. We can unite our little sufferings to that suffering that Jesus went through. And it makes Easter Sunday all the sweeter, all the more worth it. Same way that when we've worked hard and scored well on a test, we trained hard and won a sports contest in school, the victory is all the more sweeter because of all the work and effort that's gone into it. It's the same with the spiritual victory of Easter. If we've taken Lent seriously, we've exercised a bit of self-control, we've given some money that we've saved to a worthy cause, and we've united our little sufferings with the sufferings of Jesus, we're drawn that little bit closer to him, and it makes his victory on Easter Sunday, our victory on Easter Sunday, all the sweeter. So, got 3 different masses for you on Ash Wednesday, 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. here at Holy Trinity. There's also a 6 p.m. Over at Silverdale. So look forward to seeing you there. Okay, have a good Lent, everyone. Have a good half term. God bless. Bye-bye.